We will solve three questions today, and it will be a slight revision for me as well to see if we are able to follow. So if we have an index of n plus n minus 1, and if we create indexes for m index, n index, ठीक है हाँ मैं जा रहा हूँ 0 index is greater than 0, what we can do is nums 1
मंजू के बारे में तो मत सोचो. She will come around, don't worry. She is expecting me to say anything.
index of nums 1 m index if nums 1 m index nums 2 m index, then in that case we know normal m index minus 1 is greater than, right? So what we can do is nums of index, nums 1 index that we have already in the top, right, last element which are empty in nums 1 you already know, so we'll write over there, so nums 1 m index minus 1. Right, index should decrease by 1, minus equal to 1, and else say nums 2 there is no required element, right? We can just write nums 1 index equals to nums 2 index minus 1, right? So nums per index has been needs to be decreased, right? So can maybe just move it outside the products. So that so that we have this common thing, right? And once we have like that nums 2 index was greater and we are taking from nums 2 and nums 1 is greater, we are taking from nums 1, right? And if we are taking from nums 1, we need to reduce nums 1 index, so which is m index minus equals to 1, and if we are taking from n index, then we need to increase the n index minus equals to 1. We already have a check with insurance greater than 0. So if it is 0, what will happen? Then it will cause issue, right? 1 minus 1 0. So we need at least one value over here in index so that we can find the 0th value. So we are good here. what you can do is while an index is greater than 0 for the remaining values like that, we know that only nums1 index equals to nums 1 m index minus 1, right? Index minus equal to 1 m index minus equal to 1. Okay. Similarly, what I have to do, so basically I'm trying to do control C control V so that I don't have to write the same thing. So I should tab control V. Please mind doing it for the first time. So n index, nums1 index, nums1, n index minus 1, n index minus 1 equals to 1, n index minus 1 equals to 1. Right. So the number of elements you already know, you don't have to do anything there. Use the thing needs to be returned, so you just need to put the noise the return. So if I run this, you should either fail percentage case or so yeah. So m index n index n index, which is not correct. I think it seems mostly is. So if I run this, I can say the schedule ran, one did not ran, right? What could be the possibility wrong with it? Now let's see one line by line. Index equals to imprisonment is when index contains n. If index greater than 0 and index greater than 0. Now we have checked like nums and index minus 1 equal nums 2. Nums 1 index equals to nums 2. Nums 1 index minus 1 index minus 1. Now similarly else at the same time while m index is greater than 0, while m index is greater than 0 and we are taking nums 1 index equal to nums 1 m index minus 1 index equal to 1 m index minus equal to 1, while n index is greater than 0 nums 1 index equal to nums 2 n index. Sorry, should not have been this in my fault and return. So if I run that, this should work fine now. Right. So if submitted, it should be submitted successfully. So this is a good solution, a very decent solution. You can run. So they will not like this solution, but it is in place and run the voice and the loop runs. So we are not doing any multiple loops as such. And this is an optimized solution. Maybe some issue with the leetcode. Similarly, we can have a remove element. So in this remove element, what we basically do is we don't have to like remove the element from the end. So what we can do is like we do have deleted. So we can have a right element pointer. So the right pointer is also 0, and similarly for I in the range, len nums. So like we can call this read pointer, right? So let's call this read pointer, and here if read pointer non-read pointer equals to, so basically we have to just update when the value is not there, right? So not equal to value, then nums right pointer equals to non-read pointer, right? So this is done. Once all the right pointers will be done, we need to increase the right pointer count value, right? That is equal to 1. And return here right pointer. And so, sorry, the is not there by the syntax. A bit rusty. My program fix. Uh, so this is what we will element. Similarly, yes, so this is a good solution, right? Now let's say we do a duplicate in the sorted array. So pretty much same as last. We just need to run the loop, and so basically what the version is saying is we need to update. So the first element is always needs to be left. You can start with the first element only if you don't want to, right? So if num pointer is not equals to num pointer minus 1, then only we'll update the right pointer, right? Num right pointer equals to read pointer. So the first element will have the second element only when the second element is different from the first element, right? The second element will be written, and we'll look for the third element. And we are expecting calculator to doesn't matter. So we want to take the total list, right? So right pointer was this first element. So if we write the code and it started with the one when it so basically it will update to k plus one, right? So we want to return k plus one array. This seems decent, and if we just submit this should, I guess, not also work. We can see that it worked. The simple without any solo is working. So if I come back to my session here,